Today we're going to review decimal place value by looking back at the place value chart that you glued or drew in your notebook yesterday. So today we're just going to remember some of the things we talked about yesterday. If you recall in class yesterday, we talked about how the place of a digit and a number determines its value. So for example, the number below is 1/3400. So if we were to write that on our place value chart, we would know that the 1 goes in the ones place and is our decimal point, 3400. The other number we have down below here is the second number that we're comparing it to, and that number is 21/5300. So same thing, the 2 would go in the tenths place, the 1 would go in the ones place, and is how we read our decimal. The 5 would go in the tenths place, and the 3 would go in hundredths place. Now, so we are comparing the value of the 3 in these two numbers down here. So how does this 3 and 1/3400 compare to the 3 and 21/5300? One thing you can do is look at where the number is in relation to the other number that you're comparing it to. So this 3 is in the tens place. So that would be this place right here. And this 3 right here that we're looking at, this 3, is in the hundredths place. So we know that the 3 in 1/3400 is 10 times more than this 3 because it comes before. If you recall in yesterday's lesson, we talked about all the numbers that come to the left are 10 times more. So these would all be 10 times as much. And then we talked about all the numbers that come to the right would be 1/10 of. We also talked about how that is because as you move to the left, the numbers get larger, and as you move to the right, the numbers get smaller. So if the number is on the right, it would be 1/10 of, and if it was on the left, it would be 10 times as much. So today, when you're doing Notebook Nook and you're working on your foldable, you're going to be required to write 2 statements about the numbers that you are comparing, and those are the 2 numbers on the outside of your foldable. So for example, if the 2 numbers you were comparing are the 2 numbers I have below here, then one of your comparison statements might be that the 3 in 1/3400 is 10 times as much as the 3 in 21/5300. That's one comparison statement. Another comparison statement I could say is that the 3 in 21/5300 is 1/10 as much as the 3 in 1/3400. That is my second comparison statement. And that is what you are expected to do today in Notebook Nook. Remember, if you have any questions, you can certainly whisper talk to your neighbor. If you're completely stumped, then you can certainly come to Miss Eller, but try not to disrupt her while she's working with a group of students at the table. Remember to take your time and also show your best work and turn your notebook in at the end of your station rotation.